And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. Got a great show lined up because India, they've only got like 1.2 billion people there. It's only about 3 times the size or bigger of the United States with population. Not a big deal. I'm going to show you today how they're integrating cryptocurrency and crypto in general into the Indian infrastructure, their economy, their banking system, their property ownership rights system, and eventually, definitely their currency. There's different crypto companies involved in this. I've found some connections to Facebook. We all know that the Facebook Libra program is used in Syria. I think it's called G2. There's some company that DM, Facebook, Libra, all that clusterfuck. All of that and all those people left. I think they went into a company called G2, who then went into Syria to help them. No, Iraq. I'm sorry, Iraq, to help them form their cryptocurrency system. Here we have Facebook, a company called Money Control. I believe there's a crypto, and to the $500 members, I just put it out there. When in doubt, I just put it out because sometimes these coins skyrocket, like that one 2 weeks ago that went up 26x. Hey, I don't know when this stuff goes up or whatever, so that's not my concern. My concern is to show you cryptos that have real world use case, cryptos that have connections, and whatever happens to them after that, it's not my concern. I go over fundamental news. I try to see what company's working with what and whom and all that. And I get you in early. We look at projects, and if you like them, great. If you don't, fine. I'll find another one tomorrow, and guess what? The day after that, I'll find another one, and that's just how it works. I actively investigate, and then I report back to you what I find. It's pretty much how the show's set up. There's no hocus pocus. The only prediction in prices I will make is XRP will hit $1,000 by April 1st, okay? So I'll announce that. I'll announce what happens with 1,000. You can mark my word with that. Price prediction, April 1st, XRP, $1,000. That's Crypto Hulk's prediction. Now, that don't come true. I'll come through with another one, like maybe the middle of April, XRP at 3 digits, okay? That's my other prediction. I'm going to start wearing like a fortune teller hat, like a Swami hat, and I'm going to sit here and make all kinds of predictions that never come true. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial price prognosticator, and that's not a sexual term. I'm not a prognosticator. I know it sounds kind of like, oh, what the hell is that? I don't know. April 1st, I won't say F. Okay. Say I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor, none of the above. Look, I don't know anything about crypto, honestly. I'm reading off a teleprompter. Me and Chucky snorted 10 lines of heroin or cocaine, that's what it was, and then ate 3 pounds of LSD, Stephen Morris, drank 5 gallons of vodka with shooters before each one. Any kind of financial advice or whatever you think you've got in the show, you're completely wrong. My goal, is to stay high 24/7, and I have for the past 6 years. No sleep, just straight up drugs, heroin, opium, LSD, roofies, date rape drugs, anything you can imagine I've been taking, so don't even listen to a word I say. John Gledhill, Crypto Hulk, test donation. I know what you mean there, buddy. Test donation. Chris Sharpie says, I was expecting a 6-digit prediction by the end of April. Okay. I run a serious financial company here. Let me tell you something. Now just think. Use your fucking brains. Now it's time for us to think. if I run a financial services company, am I going to be doing price predictions? Like, just think about this. Am I going to have a top chat? Fake people are going to send you money. This is so sad. Really, people are so desperate. Like, I run a financial company. Let's say I did. Let's say I ran a professional company that deals with finances. Am I going to make predictions? No, you're not, Cryptoholic. No, you're not. But I want to make a prediction. I want to make a price prediction. No, Cryptoholic, sit down. Shut up. Do you realize how fucking stupid that is? You run a financial company and you're going to start making price predictions. Oh my God, that's so fucking stupid. And then you're going to have fake people, because that's what these people have. They have fake people giving super chats. And then, here's $200. Give me a price prediction. By the way, can I swing by and come over and suck your dick? I'm just like, wow, dude, these people are so fucking desperate. And that whole show is so fake with all that fake super chat shit going on. And all the bots leaving comments and shit. Come on, man. People got to see through that. If you don't, I'm sorry. You deserve to get your cheeks clapped by white teeth, all right? 2 months here. Thanks, Hulk, for be the crypto MJ. This person's last name is Maldonado. That's what I can pronounce. I can't pronounce the other stuff. Abiz. But he's been here for 2 months. Loves the show. MEB 1914. What is Mr. White Teeth's excuse since he's not on drugs? I'm so on, like right now, I'm so fucking high. Like I said, me and Chucky snorted 15 pounds of heroin before we started the show. I think I set my PR. That's a personal record. It says he's not on drugs, but Crypto Hulk is. Crypto Hulk has better results than Motley Fool, Fidelity, Morningstar, etc. Up, Stephen Morris is coming back. Rookie numbers. Oh my gosh, hater alert. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's the problem. He's not on drugs. All right. If he was, he probably would make better predictions, huh? But yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like, okay, do you think Morgan Stanley, do you think BlackRock, do you think Goldman Sachs advisors are out there making price predictions? Like, really? On specific days? Like, by the 1st of January, this is going to be that. I mean, they show you what gold's going to probably be worth or whatever, some things like that or whatever. But for you as a person, and these analysts, they don't even get it right anyway. But like, I don't know. Let's move on because this shit is just ridiculous. These fucking dumbasses. Abby is more easy. Hulk, my name is Hispanic. You can call me Abby. Okay, Abby. Let's get to work. I've got a deep dive here. Oh my God, it's humongous. Oh shit. Okay, so here's where it all started. So today we got to get to work. I got a lot of shit to go over. Man, the deep dive took like a long time, all right? What I'm going to show you in advance, here's the article here. Big move. This is a big move. India, Malaysia, they back NPCI. It's called PayNet. There's a tie-up for cheaper cross-border payments. India and Malaysia. I want you to see this, everybody. I want you to see it. Oh, I want you to see it, what we got going on here. I want you to see what we got going on here. You've got India with NPCI. Let me go show you that article again. Google-backed payment company India. These Indian websites, they have like all this spam shit. So be careful with this article here. There's all these pop-up shit. It's fucking ridiculous what's going on with. Every time I pull up some kind of Indian article, there's like 10 gazillion pop-ups and this and that. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Google-backed payment company India and Ripple are in talks with NPCI. This is back in 2017. So I'm going to give you an advance on. So what we got going on is today, I'm going to show you right now for the next hour how India is right now integrating crypto, and that's cryptographic code and cryptocurrencies. But all things crypto, AI, Web3 kind of shit. India is getting all set up. I'm going to show you all this. This article here shows you Google's right in there. Google and Ripple are partners. 7-8 years ago, they go into 9 years ago, they go into India. Look, this is like 9 years ago, 2017. This is so past done. Okay. Google and Ripple were in India 7 years ago, 9 years ago, with this payment system. Now, the banks we're going to talk about later are going to be Axis Bank, Ripple Partner, Yes Bank, Ripple Partner. There's more Indian banks we're going to talk about, but what I'm showing you here is that these Indian banks are straight up Ripple partners. And in this article, in these series of articles I'm going to be reading to you, these banks' names are going to be popping up. So I'm just showing you in advance what we got going on here. Ripple has been there for 9 years with Google and these banks doing their thing, okay? They're thug thizzle. So now I'm going to click out of that Indian article. That's basically what we got going on. Now, Malaysia's mixed up in this because what we're seeing now is, you know how you had project this, project that, project whatever, okay? These different countries, certain countries trust each other. And there's a project for them, like Project Icebreaker for the Nordic countries and stuff. Okay, look, what we have, and I understand, I'm not putting it down or whatever, I understand. What we have is a world where nobody trusts each other, okay? We have a world where everybody's trying to screw each other over, where we don't practice love your neighbors yourself. And I understand we can't have all this peace and love because that's just not how it's going to happen. You're going to have people that are going to try to take over the world. They don't give a fuck about nobody. Okay, I understand that. I worked in law enforcement. I understand. I've also worked in group homes, level 14 group homes in California. They were like the most violent. Before a kid goes to juvenile hall, your level 14 group homes, you got psychotic kids in there. Like, we're talking, it's bad. I almost died, almost got stabbed in one of those group homes. Actually, level 14 group home was probably the most dangerous shit I've ever been in, not in institutions at all. I've seen some shit go down in level 14 group homes, which it's like, oh my God, this can't be legal. And there's no, I'm not getting, it was, man, this one time this kid, there's, of course, okay, it was Sacramento. And I'm not going to say the name Sacramento Children's Home. I'm not going to say that name. But I was working in there one time. It was a weekend. Of course, no management's there. I'm like, what? There's no management's there. Just staff. And a psychotic kid busted out part of a window, wrapped cloth around the window, and was trying to stab staff with that shit. And the shard of glass was like this big. And he had it wrapped like a shirt and stuff, trying to hit staff and kill staff. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, I drove fucking home. I just like left, straight up left. Kids were like rioting and fucking punching each other, running out of the building and stuff and beating up staff. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. Of course, you're not allowed to call anybody or get any help because they don't want to draw attention to the fact that that's a fucked up organization. But I don't mention names on the show. And I was like, man, if my kid was in this place, it was all bad. And then after about 30 minutes, somebody talked some sense into me and I drove back to work, carefully walked back and said, oh, I was looking for kids that ran off and through the neighborhood. And they're like, thank you, Crypto Hulk, for doing it. Yeah, I walked around the neighborhood for about a half hour trying to find the kids. When in fact, I drove home and said, fuck, I'll leave this job. I'm not going to get killed in this place. But yeah, so I don't know where that goes, but I just thought I'd let you know. So like people are like, damn, Crypto Hulk, you got some fucked up jobs. Yeah. What we have is in that area, you've got these countries that trust each other and they work together. And that's what we have. India is now integrating. Now, what I'm trying to show you is how do we end up with crypto laws, regulations globally and stuff? Okay. The countries that had different projects, they're all going to link up and click up together. And they're going to shoot their money systems and all that kind of stuff. Then later, we're all going to put this group of people on, that on, and then eventually it all intertwines at the end. Once everybody knows that it works, once everybody knows they're not going to get hacked, and all these things, then it all comes together. But you'll have all the Nordic nations clicking up first. Then you'll have the African nation. Everybody's going to kind of, then at the end, they all come together. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. In this article here, they're talking about different Ripple banks or banks that are have Ripple partnerships. Okay. Now I'm going to click out of that Malaysia, India, because that's where it's all coming together. Now we get into the deep dive. I'm going to check the comment section before I get into this, and I'll try to each page. I have different reports, and I'll go back to the comments page and check your guys' comments. Just doing a really quick question check. High, higher, highest is the most highest people. Okay, let me get to work right here. This project is the India-Malaysia Cross-Border Payments Project. Watch very closely. We know that Indonesia is a Ripple partner. I already showed you this. This was way back in 2016. Indonesia and Malaysia are like cousins. So whatever Indonesia does, Malaysia's doing the same thing. The project refers to India's unified payment interface, and Malaysia's called Do It Now. It's operated by PayNet. So this is what we're seeing is the first integration, everybody. India is now hooking up with all these other, let's call them Asian or East Asian countries. And we're seeing right here how they're doing it. It's all with Ripple partnerships, Ripple technology. Of course, they're not saying this, but we know that these banks, the ones that I'll be talking about, they have Ripple partnerships in them. And they're talking about cross-border payments. I mean, come on, bank. Okay, we're talking about banks and cross-border payments. What crypto would that be? Pepe? Yeah, that's it, Pepe. Okay. The initiative is backed by the governments of India and Malaysia with technical implementation by NPCI International Payments. That's Ripple and Google. There you go. That's where this all starts, okay? There's your evidence right there. It aims to facilitate transactions for what? Tourists, students, diaspora communities, and small businesses while promoting local currency settlements in Indian rupees. What does this sound to you like? Stellar. Stellar's involved in this. I'll show you evidence later, okay? So you can have a Ripple platform running, and then Stellar runs on top, okay? But this, what we're talking about here with local small, that's Stellar stuff, okay? They're using the Malaysian ringgit. Prime Minister Modi is mixed up in this, obviously. Now, there's going to be a lot of dead spots when I'm doing this, because what I'm doing is I'm scanning these articles, pulling out the connections. It's for easy payments for shopping, dining, services without currency and exchange hassles. So they're doing this so you could travel. Eventually, what I could just go, if I was an Indian or Malaysian, I could just go about, here's the end goal. I'm not going to have a credit card. I go up, put my hand, my thumbprint, and maybe add a code for verification. So, you know, they do a facial scan. Okay, that looks like Crypto Hulk. What's your passcode? Put in the passcode. Okay. So then I don't have to, it'd be easier for tourists and stuff. Reduces cost. National Payments Corporation of India, they're saying, was started in 2020, yet you had Ripple join it in 2017. I know, doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. State Bank of India, I'm pretty sure is a Ripple partner. HDFC, that's definitely a Ripple partner. ICICI Bank, definitely a Ripple partner. These banks, I just told you that are Ripple partners, are the founders, advisors, employees, collaborators of NPCI. Okay, this is all Ripple right here. Ripple technology, it's Indian banks. Because remember, Ripple's ledger, it's open source. Everybody can build on the ledger. You don't have to call up Brad Garlinghouse and say, hey, can I build on the ledger? No, it's open source. So these banks were gifted Ripple technology. Now it's Indian banks helping Indians. It's not Ripple. That's how this stuff gets going, okay? And these banks are now linking up. Once India gets themselves all hooked up, now they're like, hey, Malaysia, you want to join us? Hey, Vietnam, you want to join us? Hey, whatever, you want to join us? That's how this works. Philippines, you want to get mixed up here? That's how this works. Singapore, would you like to join NPCI? Because Singapore is hooked up also with India. You're going to have United Arab Emirates mixed up in this. Here we go. I'm showing you how it's all coming together. This is the year. There's a lot of progress this year. I don't know what this is the year of. A price prediction. April 1st, XRP at $1,000. That's my prediction. So they're going to expand this to United Arab Emirates, France, Nepal, Bhutan. We already know Bhutan is a partner of Ripple. The country of Bhutan is a partner of Ripple. Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Qatar, Cyprus. Project Nexus is involved with this. The BIS, Bank of International Settlements. The Bank of International Settlements is the bank that sets the tone for the whole entire world's banking. They're also a Ripple partner. Oh, shit. Not Bitcoin, not Ethereum. Now, payments in Malaysia, something called PayNet. And there's Bank Negara Malaysia, clearing corporations involved in this. Bank of International Settlements is mixed up in that bank. Ripple partner. I think we kind of see where this goes with this PayNet and Do It Now thing. Singapore is mixed in. Remember, we got Ripple Singapore. I'm not going to show the article. I got so much to show today, I might not even get through it. So we got Ripple Singapore is where it all started in Ripple Singapore 2013. All this shit right here. And it's all coming together right now. It's all becoming public. This is now all the shit that used to be done in private now. It's all coming together to be public. Them using this crypto technology for cross-border payments and shit. It's all coming together. I see when crypto prices dump, I don't care. What I do is I focus on connections, facts, technology. That's it. The price will come when the price comes. I'm getting ready. They're not going to make me sell out and flush out. Fuck it. I'm going down with this ship. And then I'll find a life raft. Or if I don't have a life raft, I'll have a big hunk of wood and I'll be hanging on that till the rescue ship shows up. Whether it takes 1 or 2 years from now or whatever, I'll be floating out in the ocean waiting for some help. That's the kind of resourceful person that I am. Hopefully I don't get taken out by a shark. But at least I got 2 legs. If I lose 1 leg, I got 1 left. Oh, SBI Holdings is involved. Okay, so with this India, Malaysia, NPC, and CI, this partnership that's occurring, who's involved to help this? SBI Holdings in Japan, massive Ripple partner. Word out is they own like 5 or 10% of all the XRP tokens. You got HDFC is involved in this specifically. That's, of course, a Ripple partner. Reserve Bank of India, Malaysia Council, the BIS again. These are all, this report is done. So let me click out of that. That's the first report. Let me check the comment section. I'll go to the second report. Meldowes. John Follett. I'll hopefully be talking to you after my cold plunge today, Johnny boy. Shoot me a text in about like an hour and remind me and shit. Now we're going to get into my next report. Malaysia and the India Digital Council and PayNet. What is the relationship between all these? The country Malaysia, the India Digital Council, and PayNet, and the Do It Now. Let's take a look here and see what we can find with this. The Malaysian India, it's Malaysia-India. And the reason I'm spelling a lot of this shit out is I'm not showing you my Grok research. So I will read off, I will spell things for those people that are either taking notes or want to do a deep dive on their own. Maybe they got other questions that I didn't answer because I can't go over everything in an hour. So that's why I take the time to break stuff down to spell it out, because people out there, some of you guys take notes and you want to research this for whatever reason stuff. So there's something called the Malaysia-India Digital Council, MIDC. Now, this is a newly formed, listen to this now. This is why my bullshit meter was going off, because I'm going to find out who's all involved in this shit. It's new. A newly formed bilateral initiative announced on February 8th. Oh my God, that is pretty new, Crypto Hulk. That's like fucking yesterday new. Okay. So it was announced yesterday. And what I know I'm late. I know this is old news for some of you. I'm sorry. If something's less than 24 hours, I know, I'm sorry. It's old news for you. It was announced on February 8th. This is so big. Oh my God. During the Indian Prime Minister Modi's official visit to Malaysia. It serves as a platform, everybody. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk. This Malaysia-India Digital Council just revealed they have a crypto platform. They just announced this yesterday. Sorry, I'm late with the news. It serves as a platform to enhance digital cooperation between the two nations. Oh, so this platform, well, I wonder who made this platform, Crypto Hulk. Oh, I have no idea. I'm so fucking high right now. I couldn't tell you who made his platform. It's going to enhance digital cooperation between the nation of Malaysia and India. And there's a crypto platform involved. I have no idea who helped make this at all. Probably Pepe platform. That's what it was. That and the Dogecoin one. It focuses on areas like fintech, e-governance, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, digital public infrastructure, and emerging technologies. The council that we have right here is not traditional founders. It's a government-led, looky here. It's a government-led collaboration between India and Malaysia. Oh, Since when did governments know about all this tech stuff? Well, when they work with Ripple, that's how. This ties directly into the linkage between India's United Payments Interface, and the International Payments Limited, and Malaysia's payment network, Malaysia, which is PayNet. All these come together. They work together. This is what we got here. Oh, listen to this. There is no evidence of blockchain or cryptocurrency involved. Oh, my God. Come on now. Come on. That is so fun. Yeah, there's no evidence right now. That's what Grok says. Oh, Grok's like, this has nothing to do with crypto or nothing. No, okay. That's so fucking stupid. Let's continue. Grok is such a asshat. Grok's like this. For years, I'd look up stuff on Grok or whatever for a couple years, whatever. It wouldn't know any connections. Now all of a sudden it knows all this shit. Like 2 years ago, nothing was crypto related. Now everything is. I'm like, really? So you can't, what people out there do is like, no, Crypto Hulk, you're wrong. Grok said this. Dude, shut up with that fucking shit. You're so fucking stupid. Who are the founders, advisors, and employees and the collaborators with all this stuff? Let me look for connections here. Malaysia. NPCI is a partner in all this. We already know it's Google and Ripple. PayNet, which is do it now shit we already talked about. They got 10 billion in monthly transactions. Right now that NPCI is doing 10 billion a month. That's, I guess, American dollars. $11 Indian banks are involved. Oh, now looky here. Maybank, of course, a Ripple partner. And guess what? Out. Right here, PayNet. So if you look up PayNet, you'll see that, well, it's Bill and Melinda Gates and Mojo Loop. Mojo Loop is hooked in, and that's Ripple right there. Mojo Loop. If you look up on Google, it says Ripple is a foundational partner and sponsor member of the Mojo Loop Foundation. September 2020, Ripple joined Mojo Loop. There you go. And if you go to the Mojo Loop website, which I just did, you'll see that this Mojo Loop, which is the PayNet, which is the do it now, that's a Ripple partner right there. They're utilizing Ripple technology. And there's your evidence for that. Right there, PayNet. So PayNet is now Ripple, which is Mojo Loop, Bill, Melinda Gates, Epstein Island. Bill was like a frequent flyer at Epstein Island. I wonder if the Bill Gates was a pitcher or a catcher. Maybe a switch hitter. Okay, Crypto Hulk, why are you talking about baseball right now? You're under 18. Okay, I just like sports, that's all. So now we already know that this whole PayNet is Ripple, basically. And Ripple is also NPCI, because Google-backed Ripple made that. So Ripple's making all of this shit, okay? Let's continue, see what other kind of little gold nuggets we can find. PayNet runs fintech-friendly systems like Do It Now. Let me go through here. Let's see. Like I told you, this I had to do a lot of work to find all this and read through all these read through every single line and see a connection. MIDC, that's a program in India, the MIDC. Bank of Islam is mixed in this. Of course, because Malaysia has at least, I think, 70% Muslim country. This project, the primary use case is facilitating instant, low-cost cross-border payments between India and Malaysia. Reducing reliance on intermediaries like SWIFT. And SWIFT is for like the big money anyway. Okay, here's an exhaustive list of partners: MIDC and PCI, the Rupee Ringgit Trade Settlement, Semiconductor Manufacturing Company of India, PayNet. We already know PayNet is Mojaloop, which is Ripple. PayNet FinTech Hub. Okay, that report is done. Let me click out of it. Go to the next one. Now we're getting into MIDC. Let me check the comments here real quick before I go to the next report. Robert Driscoll says, all in Hulk. Ripple's at like $1.40. Oh, man, you guys are lucky. If you didn't get in on XRP, I'm telling you what, like right now, $1.40, that's a pretty damn good deal. I'd get a loan and get that. Go to Caleb Brown and buy it. Tell Jim I said hi. Bill Gates got clapped. Miss Derringer. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Okay, focus. Back to work. Now, MIDC. What the fuck is that? Maharashtra. I'm telling you, I can speak with an Indian accent, you know. Maharashtra, whatever it is, Industrial Development Corporation. That's what MIDC is. It's a government-owned corporation established by the government of Maharashtra in India in 1962. It serves as the primary agency for promoting industrial development in the state. So you have a government agency that kind of controls how much industry happens there. And if they don't want it to happen because they want the people broke, because they want a caste system, then they shut it down so nobody has jobs and nobody can rise up in money. But let's continue. They have 250,000 acres of industrial land, 300 industrial areas. MIDC focus on providing infrastructure such as land, roads, water supply, and drainage to facilitate business growth. MIDC plays a key role in fintech, blockchain, and digital initiatives through land allocation. So if they find a company they want, they say, hey, you can come here and set up for free, no taxes. Oh, sweet. So you know that MIDC, which is a company, but it's owned by the government, is going to have some kind of connection with this crypto. There's going to be somebody, some business deals made, some wheels have to be greased. I'm going to look for any kind of connections with this company. May or may not find anything. Global firms like Siemens, S-I-E-M-E-N-S, Siemens and Bosch, they're very well tied in with this Maharashtra company. Setting up global fintech hub. Yeah, this Maharashtra in 2018 was setting up a fintech hub over there. Maharashtra is the first Indian state to adopt a comprehensive blockchain governance framework via MITRA, M-I-T-R-A, aiming to token. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit, here we go. So India is already tokenizing 50 trillion rupees worth in public and private assets. They've tokenized it already, 50 trillion. Very interesting. They're already doing it, tokenizing already. MIDC supports this by developing industrial areas for blockchain pilots in sectors like supply chain and land records. So this MIDC is getting has 50 trillion rupees in assets like real estate, different kinds of public records, land ownership, supply chain, everybody. It's being tokenized and going on a blockchain. This is what's happening in India right now. You don't see it. That's what my job is, just to help you see what's going on in India. Okay, they're getting all set up. We're seeing it right here. Remember, this crypto can't get let loose right now. Everybody, and maybe it takes a year or two. I don't know. But everybody has to get linked up, and land has to be tokenized and all that kind of. This is what's being all set up right now. I'm showing you right here. It's not set up now. It's being set up as we speak. The Indian Bank's blockchain infrastructure company. This is called the IBBIC, Indian Bank's blockchain infrastructure company for trade finance. Very interesting. The guy named Kastub is the chief advisor. He leads tokenization efforts. Oh, man, it's all going down. They're tokenizing now in India. They're not telling you. I'm telling you. February 2026, India-Malaysia Digital Council. This involves a rupee ringgit settlement and fintech collaboration, potentially extending to blockchain for remittances, announced via Money Control. That's key right here, Money Control. There's a company, and that leads to the crypto we're going to talk about today. But there's a thing called Money Control, capital M for money, all one word, Money Control, and Instagram post. Money Control is kind of tied in with Facebook, and that's where this crypto called Reality Metaverse comes from. That's what we're going to talk about here. But there's some kind of connection to all this with that crypto. But Money Control is in India, and that's a Facebook type company, okay? They're like guiding them and helping them do what they do. (2025) Maharashtra, the state in India, announces asset tokenization roadmap at India Web 3.0, aiming to what? Become India's first tokenized state, using blockchain for revenue optimization and compliance. What they're doing, see, Maharashtra is like the Hong Kong compared to China. Hong Kong is where all this testing is done so that China doesn't get all fucked up, right? So China is like Hong Kong is the capitalist venture capital arm of China. It's like the feeler. When you want to feel something first, like somebody's laying there and you want to make sure they're not dead or something, you poke at them and kind of stand back and poke at them. That's what Hong Kong is to China. This right here, Maharashtra, or whatever the fucking Rastafarian, whatever fuck, that's the state that is like the canary in the coal mine. Maharashtra is where everything's tested and all this stuff before the whole country does it, because they don't want to fuck the whole country of India up. So they're starting with Maharashtra tokenizing shit so they can make money. This is a test. They just told us right here. And this is where the IBBIC comes in. It's a banking blockchain trade finance company. and they're tokenizing properties to make money just to see that it works. And of course it does. Let me scroll through here. Okay, who are the banks involved in this again? State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, Axis, Yes Bank. These are Ripple partners right here. All involved with this tokenizing and all these government agencies working together with the state of Maharashtra, which also is a business in that country. The government's involved as a business owner. And that report is done. Let me click out of that one. Go to the next one. Here we got IBBIC, Indian Banks Blockchain Infrastructure Company. Let's look into that just a little bit. It was established in 2021 as a private limited company, and it's made up of 15 Indian banks, and they want to digitize letters of credit. They're tokenizing it, everybody. They started doing all this tokenization, this IBBIC. They're taking real world things, and these banks are tokenizing right here in front of us. They have distributed ledger technology, AI, and digital public infrastructure. It's a shift. This group of banks is forming a shift toward building inclusive, scalable digital solutions for high volume, cost-effective transactions. It's modeled after Google Ripple's NPCI. They're trying to kind of imitate the same thing. China. So I know we're going through like a lot of, I'm just trying to show you, I'm not an expert in what's going on in India. I'm kind of highlighting what they're doing over there so you get an idea that it's already started. This whole process of cross-border payments, crypto infrastructure, tokenizing land, tokenizing security notes or whatever. They're working on all these things right now. Reserve Bank of India, the top banks of India are all mixed up in this. Regulatory sandbox. The DTF tool tokenizes invoices for affordable credit to supply chain. So we got crypto in the supply chain. They're tokenizing letters of credit. They're integrating crypto and all this and getting set up for Web3. This is what I'm seeing right here. Social media and Twitter stuff. They're a little bit active on social media. They have the Reserve Bank of India has a sandbox, of course. They have a memorandum of understanding for BTN. The Ministry of Commerce is involved in something here, a Bharat Trade Network. So they're involving trading in crypto with a regular Reserve Bank of India regulatory sandbox 2025. State Bank of India, Kotak Mahindra. So these banks are all mixed up. Standard Chartered Bank. Oh, right there. Okay, so what we got is this thing called IB DIC, DIC, and it's owned and operated by a consortium of 18 banks. And the outside partner in this is Standard Chartered Bank. So let's look at, again, who's involved with this. Standard Chartered Bank. And why is that important? I'll let you know here in about 5 seconds. Standard Chartered Bank is important because they have something called Zodia Custody, and that is, of course, Ripple. Ripple has something called Medico. It's called Ripple Custody now. Medico is where you store your crypto and keep it safe. Standard Chartered has some called Zodia, which is Medico, which is now called Ripple Custody. That's who's involved with India getting all their banks to tokenize and have a crypto trading type platform. Standard Chartered Bank is in there, and that's all Ripple through Zodia Custody right there. Canara, Standard Chartered. Okay, that was about it on that one. Okay, next research report. We're going to go over, I can't even pronounce what this is. Custom. I'll just show you the, I can't even pronounce these names. So let me do a copy and a paste. These are people that are involved. It appears to be Custom Devas, Chief Advisor to CM Fadnavis. Custom Devas and Pascal are prominent figures in India's fintech, blockchain, and digital transformation landscape. Oh, with significant overlap in government-led initiatives. So here we have private industry hooking up with the Indian government to try to get somewhere. That's what I'm seeing here. This person by the name of Devas serves in a high-level advisory role in the Maharashtra government, focusing on investments. Okay, so this is how we got these fintech people in the Indian government guiding them every step of the way. He advises them and collaborates on national and state level blockchain policies. So that Maharashtra is the very crypto-friendly state in India, and everything seems to be coming out of that. They have KPMG involved in this. That's either a Ripple partner or R3 Corda. I can't remember which, but it's one of the two. These are not hype-driven crypto projects they work on. They're about enterprise-grade, regulated blockchain projects. So not the shit you guys, some of you guys are interested when crypto is pumping and dumping. They don't care about that shit. They're talking about projects that are actually going to work and make a difference in the world. So that's what they work on. Transbank. Australia. Oh, who's helping them? The University of Western Australia for blockchain research is helping India out. Hyperledger of India. Right here is where it shows. You have Prasanna. The person's name is Prasanna Lohar, CEO of Blockstack, president of the Indian Blockchain Forum. She is working with Hyperledger of India. Hyperledger, that is stellar. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Here we go. Here's your evidence that Stellar is now officially involved in creating the country of India's blockchain. Right here's your evidence. Let's look at it real quick. Stellar IBM partnership. Let's scroll down. You see summary, overview, and right here, private networks via Hyperledger. The sentence reads, the Stellar Development Foundation joined the Hyperledger Foundation as an associate member, blah, blah, blah. There's your evidence that India is using Stellar because it's called Hyperledger India. There you go. And the Aussies are right there with them. And this is an overview again of a person named Kaustubh Devas, who's chief advisor to CM Fadnazi. That's what these two people are doing, is helping the Indian government with blockchain. Kaustubh Devas, primarily government-driven. Maharashtra, under his advisory, is positioning itself as a $1 trillion economy hub with blockchain as a key enabler. And the Prasna Lohar, I guess it's a woman's name, deeply embedded in private sector blockchain through Blockstack. He developed, so this guy's name's Prasanna. That sounds like Brianna, but he develops Web3 banking platforms, stable coins, tokenized assets, DeFi integrations as India Blockchain Forum president. That's why you've got Australia and Stellar hooked in right here. Professional engagement. Union Bank of India. Again, they're working on Web3. So Web3 is like at the very end, everybody. You're not going to be rich tomorrow from this. Web3 is when they get all the crypto, all the AI. Web3 is at the end where they let it loose. I know some of you are looking to buy in the crypto today and selling it tomorrow and retiring, but that shit's probably not going to happen. It could, but I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't hold my breath. You got Kepler's involved, KEPLR. There's like a wallet, a Kepler wallet. So they're working on, maybe the Kepler company is working with India to form their wallet for their government. Just so I'd put that out there. If you want to find the Kepler company, maybe they have stocks, probably want to invest in that one because they're tied in with the government. That would be a good idea. Next, oh, damn. Jerry White, welcome to the show. And that's for show. Let me write down your name and information here real quick. You now have 3 months of Crypto Hulk memberships. Congratulations. We'll get you through this transition that's occurring right now. Something's going on, and it's always good to have a membership for a few months at a discount. Jerry White 1. Okay, now what I'll need you to do is go to either my Instagram, and let's make sure you don't go to a scammer. Oh, wait. So that Instagram, let me give you this one. Okay. My Instagram, you're going to want to show me your screen name, your payment of $500, your donation of $500 to Crypto Hulk, and I need to see the date. All three of those. Don't take a picture of the top chat. Don't take a picture of yours. Like if I go to your page, don't take a picture of anything that I can take a picture of right now. Go into your account and find, because what I got some people doing trying to scam is they'll take a picture of this the top chat here, and then they'll go to their YouTube page that everybody can see and take a picture. I'm like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like, I could do that shit. How do I know it's you? And I'm like, wow, this person, I don't think they're gonna be successful in crypto because some of the shit's just fucking common sense. All right. Okay, the address on Instagram is the Crypto Hulk 2025. And then that's where you could send me those photos, because if you don't send me the right ones, we're going to keep going back and forth until you send the right ones. And then my X, which is Twitter X, some people call. Let me copy that one for you. It's right there. Okay, that's how you contact me. And again, use your screen name for YouTube. I don't care what your Instagram handle is. I don't care what your X handle name is. I need to know your YouTube name, okay? I gotta make that very clear because some people just don't get it. They're trying to, my name's Jeff. Well, what the fuck's your YouTube name, dude? I don't care what your name is. I need to know because that's how I get paid, according to the YouTube name. I'm like, please, people. Where are we at as far as time? Did I run out of time? Oh, shit, we're at the 1 hour mark. Okay. I'm going to have to fast track this right up. There's a crypto called Reality Metaverse, and it's tied in with Facebook and money control. I don't have time to get into this. There's your CoinGecko page. I didn't want to focus on this crypto as being the whole show. So let me burn through something here because I don't want to do a part 2 on India. So I'm going to go over a little bit of time here real quick. So bear with me. Intraledger Labs comes into play here. Infraledger, I'm sorry, INFRALEDGER. Infraledger Labs, very important in this one. They're signing an agreement with the government and stuff. World Bank's involved in that. World Bank is one that called XRP a stable coin. I can't show all the evidence. I'm already over time, so just go with it. But yeah, this company, Infraledger, is signing a agreement with the Indian government, and the World Bank is involved in this as well. And IBIC and all that stuff is all in there. So this is all tied in together. There's that report. I'm done. I'm fast tracking this as fast as I can, but I'm trying to get in. Now, Meta, where's all this coming in? Facebook and money control. Here's where I'm showing you. Let's take a look here. Stablecoin and payments. Now we're going to start talking about stablecoin kind of things and stuff. Remember Meta and the Facebook DM and all that shit, and the governments had to shut it down, but they took the technology and used it in Iraq and stuff. The government really took over all this Facebook coin stuff. Let's take a look. Meta Platforms, formerly Facebook, has a history of ambitious forays into crypto and blockchain because of the Libra Facebook stuff. As of February, right now, 2026, Meta is actively exploring stablecoin integrations, making a revival after a DM abandonment. This analysis treats Meta's stablecoin as the project, okay. There's something called Metaverse Finance, which is MetaFi. Mark Zuckerberg, David Marcus, Ginger Baker. Stellar Foundation's involved. Board member is Stellar Foundation. So you got Stellar mixed up with Facebook's. I'm telling you, that Stellar, now Stellar starting to pop up. For years, I haven't seen Stellar really doing shit. I've got Stellar. I got like around under 10,000 Stellars. Not a whole lot. Circle's involved. The people from, they're sharing people. People from Stellar go to work for Facebook and shit like that. And then Circle is integrated in all this. Goldman Sachs is involved. You have a past White House advisor is involved in this. Oh man, the Facebook crypto. Visa. Okay, here we go. Other collaborators with Diem. The Facebook Diem coin used to be Visa, MasterCard, PayPal. They were all mixed up in this. Launched in Brazil. Past Diem. Zuckbucks. January 2026, stake partnership announced. White House holds a second stablecoin yield meeting with Meta and banks and crypto representatives. Oh my God. December 2025, Andreessen Horowitz, A16Z, predicts Meta partners with news outlets for AI overlap. Senators Warren and Blumenthal question Meta on the Genius Act. Facebook is right in there, everybody. Now, stock context comes from Money Control. Meta, let's look in here. That Money Control thing keeps popping up with Meta. Meta engages on Twitter. Hyperliquid digital exchange comes into play. The White House has meetings with Meta. Money Control's Facebook page. So Money Control is some kind of company that has a Facebook page, or Facebook has a page on this Money Control company. Meta AI and crypto ties. So they're right in there. Now, Meta has an internal labs, okay? Meta, Facebook, has an internal lab. It's called Reality Labs, okay? And it incubates the metaverse fintech. This is where the crypto reality metaverse and shit maybe come from, but Reality Labs is part of Meta, which is Facebook's laboratory. Fidelity's testing stable coins in this White House. They're kind of mixed all in this too. The Visa Bridge partnership with Meta and Fidelity testing stablecoins with Societe Generale with Ethereum. So if we look here, who's mixed up with this is Circle, Tether, a company called Stake, Bridge, which is called Stripe, Visa, Fidelity, Stellar, and then some banks like JP Morgan and stuff. Reality Labs incubate metaverse fintech. Who are the founders, advisors, and the employees of Reality Metaverse? Appears to be a project evolved from a mobile gaming background with over 30 million downloads. You know, now this Reality Metaverse, this one, like I'm telling you, it's hard to track down the people who are involved. I could only trace the Meta to the Reality Labs to the Reality Metaverse here that Grok is showing me. And it kind of is like a division of a Facebook Meta kind of a deal. So the core team and the founders are not publicly detailed. This is one where I haven't bought it. I'm not going to. I'm just showing you what I found that was related in my search. Maybe this is a legitimate crypto. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I just wanted to show you that this crypto kind of popped into this Meta Reality Labs. We got the Ramp Networks involved. B Game Alliance, which is the blockchain game alliance. Polygon's involved in this. Kunci Coin, Kunci Coin. Kunci Global, and they have something called a Kunci Coin. Maybe you want to look into that. Maybe buy it. You got Golem, Golem is involved in this. They're DPIN. You got KuCoin and Mexi and Signify. Let me look up something real quick. That Kunci coin, that one has, it's dealing with metaverse. That coin's got 3 zeros. Oh, shit. Some of you guys are going to want to buy that one. Look, some of the times when I don't mention coins, they take off and go 26x. I'm just showing you coins that I find with my study. Not telling you to buy this shit or nothing. It's just what I found. This is what I found, and I'm not telling you to do shit, okay? Maybe this is a nothing coin or whatever. I have no idea. I don't care. You want to know? I'm going to show you. That's it. Kunci Coins. Got 3 zeros. And it's working with metaverse and shit. I'm doing a little background on Kunci Coin last minute here. Overtime. We're in overtime. This might be Indonesian. I'm not sure. Because we are dealing with India. And then Facebook kind of comes into this with Meta. And then this Reality Labs, which is a division of Facebook. And then Reality Metaverse is a coin that kind of pops out of that. But then by studying that, it leads us to Kunci Coin. It has a market cap of $867. Woo-wee, doing big things. Now it's showing a $135,000 market cap. It's pretty tiny. It might be. I don't even know what it is. I'm not even buying it. And then that motherfucker will go up 100x. I'll be like, shit. Circulating supply of this coin is 7 million. White paper. There's only 3 billion circulating. 50 billion total made. White paper reveals 100 billion now with 3 billion. With 50 billion for staking and gradual release. Okay, so they made 100, but only 50 is not staked, and only 3 billion is circulating. Kunci coin, huh? Let's see what we find out. Sure taking Grok a long time, so usually shit cryptos, Grok busts out the answer real quick. Now we're on 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Okay, Binance. became a fork of Solana. Kunsi Coin is a crypto project based in Indonesia. Oh, Ripple partner. It started on the Binance Smart Chain and has since become a fork of Solana. And there's not, the project aims to create a blockchain supporting metaverse, NFTs, outdated data. It might be a dead coin. Yeah, Grok's not really showing me much here. So that's on you. This deep dive is done. Let me click out of that. Click out of that one. We got reality, metaverse. Yeah, this coin looks like it shot up in 2022 and then like disappeared. I don't know. I'm not looking on the deck screener like that. That's beyond the scope of this program. Okay, let me check the comments real quick and then I will go. That is India. Chucky kids. All right, Jerry, I hope to talk to you later. I'm going to go work out, cold plunge, and then make a phone call or two to brand new $500 people that get their 3-month memberships. And that is your connection. So what did we see? It took me a couple hours to put all that together. I know we don't have fireworks and parades going here with circuses. But what I showed you is how the country of India is now hooking up with cryptocurrencies in all areas of government. Tokenization's going on. The banks are involved in this. Now we've got India working with another country, Malaysia, and they're hooking up. So what we're seeing is these connections are starting. You're going to start seeing in the future India with Vietnam, India with Philippines, on and on and on. It's all going to start growing and connecting together, like Kazakhstan or whatever. All these, they're all going to start working on these unified platforms. They're going to start joining NPCI and all that kind of thing. That is what's going on with crypto, and that is your program, and I'll see you in the next one.